Hello everyone. Today I'm Dipanshu Goyal. Will be presenting my project on multi-factor authentication in mobile applications using a numeric OTP sent via email. So the aim of this project was to create a simple yet secure authentication process for a mobile application without relying on external services like Firebase while still demonstrating the key principles of MFA. So the purpose of this project is like multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security by requiring more than just a username and email. In my case, the user must first enter their email and then verify themselves with a one-time numeric password that is sent to their emails. Instead of using Firebase email link system, I implemented my own numeric OTP system using Gmail's SMTP service. So the tools and technologies that I used is the Android Studio with Jetpack Compose for the app's UI and flow, Java Mail API like Android Mail and Android Activation for sending OTPs and SMTPs, a Gmail account with an app password for secure email sending, and the Android emulators for testing. So the steps in the implementation is the project setup. So I started with an empty activity. As you can see over here, I started with just the file, the new and a new project. If I go to this, I get an empty area to check the empty activity for a clean slate and choose Kotlin and Jetpack Compose for a modern UI approach. Now for the dependencies and permissions, I added Java Mail dependencies in the Gradle file, which I'm going to show you right here. So over here, you can see that is the Java Mail APIs. And for the UI design, the interface has just two stages. So I like first step one, it like email input plus send OTP button. And for the step two, it's OTP input plus verify OTP button. Now let's come to the main activity part, which is the main activity KT. So in the main activity KT, it controls the app flow between the two steps using a variable called step. When send OTP is clicked, it generates a random 6-digit OTP and calls email sender dot send email where like the email sending operations are stored in a background coroutine. So when verify OTP is clicked, it compares the entered OTP with the generated one and displays either authentication successful or incorrect OTP. Now inside the email sender, this file configures Gmail's SMTP settings, including the host, port, TLS, and authentication. It creates a mail session using the sender's Gmail address and app password, which I have added over here, composes the OTP email with subject and body, then sends it using transport send. The logic is separate so that email sending code is clean and reusable. Now the OTP verification flow. So the OTP is stored in memory temporarily. The app verifies the entered OTP against the stored value. Correct match will lead to success message. Wrong match will lead to error message. Now testing the app. So I can show you like I can just run the app over here. Just give me a second. So if I just like my app is already synced and I just need to run the app. And if I run this app, it starts a Gradle build running over here and it take a couple of seconds and the app will restart over here momentarily. Just give it a second, guys. So by the time I can show you like this is the second step like I was trying earlier, and in this step like you can see like I've entered a wrong OTP and like the verify OTP button that we have over here. So now it's like terminating the app which is already running and it will run in just 10 seconds. Yeah, see. So over here it's starting This is my emulator, by the way, which I have used to test the app. So now, see, it will start my application, and over here, after starting, give it a couple of seconds, guys. Yeah, over here you can see like it is asking for my email and the send OTP. This is the first UI page, the first step of the UI that I have built. So in this, if I enter my email ID, which is dipanshu29goyal@gmail.com, and I click on send OTP button, it will detect a show a notification pop up over here in a second. See, OTP sent to this email. Now let me switch to my email screen and I can show you my email. So over here you can see I have received an OTP, which is like at 3:58 right now. The time is 3:59. Yeah. So the OTP for this is, you can see an email over here coming here. So the OTP is 920234. I'll just simply copy it and I'll go back to the main screen, which is here. Paste my OTP, and this is the OTP that I have pasted. I'll just reconfirm it with the backend. Yeah, the OTP is same that I pasted, and I just click on verify OTP. And you can see the authentication successful message is popped up over here. Now let's take an example of putting a wrong OTP. Right, so I put this, keep it 6 digits. I verify OTP, and it will say incorrect OTP over here. So this is how like my system and my app is building, like running on the two-way multi-factor authentication, where it like asks for the OTP in order to enter to the system, right? So this is how I've run, and the system demonstrates the core principles of MFA without depending on Firebase, avoiding domain allow listing issues or daily quota limits. Like the Firebase has some limitations with the free versions, so I use just the Android Studio. Like it's secure, lightweight, and works anywhere with internet access. So that is all for my project, and thank you very much.